Hello, family. My name is Dennis, and welcome to Adventures in One Love. Today, I'm going to speak with a few dads that are a part of One Love Ministries, ask them some questions that are just be encouraging and have some wisdom, and at the end, maybe even some dad jokes. So stick around. All right, so let's get this thing started. First, let's go ahead and let each gentleman introduce themselves.
What's up? I'm Carlos. I am a manager for environmental services in a hospital, and I have 4 kids.
So my name is Felix Candelaria. I am a father of 2 young women now, and I actually currently am unemployed, but I do work for One Love Ministries.
So everybody, I'm Greg King. I know you've seen Lydia in several different things. I am the behind the great Lydia King. I'm the great Greg King. I am the co-founder of One Love Ministries, and missions is what I love. So that's kind of started us in One Love, and just reaching the lost is one of my things that Christ calls us to do. And that's what I feel like I'm called to do.
You don't do One Love full time?
No, I am actually a IT analyst by trade. So right now I work for a city. And, I work for a city, and I just do mostly SQL stuff.
That's awesome. So we're celebrating Father's Day, and so I got 3 questions for you. The first thing we want to hear about is, of course, over the last year and a half now, we've had the pandemic, and we'd love to hear maybe a win, like a dad win, despite the difficulty that we've had, something that you would consider a success with your family and maybe in parenting.
Wow. I mean, I have 5 kids, so I am a super dad. No, no, I just had 5 opportunities to make mistakes, but I think a win in this time is I was laid off, and I think my kids just saw a resolve that, every day I showed up. I never tried to really show that I was down. They really didn't know. And I actually let my kids celebrate with me. So even though I have 3 of my children aren't here, I try to, I let them know that stuff happened and stuff is going to change, but then we celebrated together. So I think the win is the celebration, and I just enjoyed telling my kids that, when I finally got the position I have now, when I told my kids I have it, I just enjoyed them you can hear it over the phone or in person, like the excitement. And I think that's when you share some of the pitfalls and you share your successes, and then you just share life with your kids. And that's what I try to do.
Well, my daughters are both grown, they're out of the house, and they don't need mom and dad anymore. So I would say one of my biggest wins is being able to cope with being an empty nester and learning that there's more to life than just being a father, and being able to explore more of myself and learn what my needs are for me personally and for my wife. There is still a whole other relationship and a whole other world to live with my wife. It's almost as if we're reliving our marriage again. It's like a second marriage. Kids are gone. We get to enjoy our time together, explore the world, and explore life together. Probably the biggest win.
I think this last year we had the opportunity to connect more with each other by creating different ways than we normally do, like just spending time on the table, coming up with different things before we have dinner, different games, different just going around the table and having them come up with like what was the best part of your day or the worst part of your day, and just opening things up between this family, just trying to connect more, in this time where the world is seeing things a little bit different.
So next, I would love to hear maybe a piece of advice that you received from your father, or a different father figure that you would want to pass along.
I mean, actually, this one might be a little counterintuitive, but I was told, don't love your job. And at first I heard that, don't love your job. That's that doesn't make any sense. And my uncle actually gave me the advice, and my uncle's a mechanic and he loves being a mechanic, but he's like, if you love your job, you're not going to want to come home.
Yeah.
Your job is what you do for home. Separate it, enjoy your job, but don't love your job. Love home. home is important. So
yeah.
So I mean, it sounds like, oh, don't love your job. No, your family's first. Your job is second, third, or fourth. Don't love it, like it, but love home.
Only advice that I can probably say is you have to remember that time is very important. It's very precious, and sometimes we get caught up with personal stuff and we get distracted. And you just got to remember that once you miss that time, you missed it. You can't go back. So you have to try to make sure that you take advantage of as much time that you have available, and don't be selfish sometimes by wanting to do different things, or because they see everything that we're doing, even if it's just talking to them, going fishing, riding a bike. Funny thing is that something as simple as riding the bike out of the neighborhood was such a big deal for Danny. And just for whatever reason, in his mind, we left the neighborhood was like a big step.
Yeah.
So just things like that. So just make the best of it as much as you can, even if you're tired, because like I said, once you miss that time, you missed it. You can't go back and you can just move forward.
I would say this, my youngest daughter was a cheerleader, and I didn't know anything about cheerleading. Wanted nothing to do with cheerleading. I can't say I ever took it, serious. But for her and for her happiness, I decided to learn about cheerleading, and I decided to spend more time with her as far as cheerleading was concerned. I took her to practices, went to more events, and just got involved, and it made a world of difference. If your children like things, you may not like them, but for them, get involved, learn, take the time. It makes a big difference.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to Dad Jokes Support Group. Who would like to go first today?
What do you call a pudgy psychic?
A pudgy psychic. I don't know.
A fortune teller.
A fortune teller.
Okay, I'll give you one joke. What kind of eggs did the evil chicken lay? Deviled eggs.
So do you know when a joke becomes a dad joke? When it becomes apparent.
There you go.